Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Degening with Johnny show, and I'm your host, Johnny Altcoin. The topics of today are the World of Women project sign Guy Oseary as their manager, sparking a women-led PFP meta run. The fan-controlled football league announced the Bored Ape and Gutter Cat gang-controlled teams. We're going to discuss past airdrops that we've gotten in the last month or so, as well as one that's coming out today. And I have a surprise segment at the end that I think you guys will be excited about. Hope you enjoy. Here we go. The first topic of the day is World of Women. And they put out an announcement yesterday that they hired Guy Oseary as their manager. And if you're not familiar with Guy Oseary, he's actually also the Bored Ape Yacht Club manager who has really helped them to put on events, sign people, help with marketing, stuff like that. So this is a really big announcement for World of Women. Really happy for them. And this also helped spark a women PFP run. So I'm going to walk through that a little bit. But you could read an article here that Variety.com put up. It's a pretty good one, talking about who Guy Oseary is. He represents Madonna, U2, and Red Hot Chili Peppers, as well as the Bored Apes. He's done a great job with them, and I think some of the success of Bored Apes can be contributed to the efforts that Guy has put in. Congratulations to Saeed Karkai of World of Women. It's awesome. Glad to see you doing well, and this is really bullish signal for both the project and the industry, in my opinion. So when we look at World of Women, we could see that it was hovering around 2 to 4 ETH or so over the last month, and then the news sparked a massive run, bringing it over 4 to close to 7 or 8 ETH floor. So that's fantastic. Congratulations to all the holders. I sold mine off for I think around like 3 ETH or so. So definitely missed some gains there, but really happy that the project's doing well and the holders are benefiting from it. So now when we look at a meta a little bit, so I like to group things with themes like I used to do with stocks. You have like a cannabis sector, a technology sector. And so when the more expensive companies or stocks start to run, you see some of the correlated and similar stocks that are cheaper in the same industry also start to run a little bit, because the people who can't afford the higher dollar ones tend to move into the lower price ones. And I see the same thing happen in NFTs. There's been a lot of different metas so far, and what that means essentially is there's themes and there's trends that occur within markets. And so a meta, for instance, is like a cute meta, like when Cool Cats came out, or the Doodles palette meta. A lot of projects are coming out with all the Doodles colors now as derivatives and stuff like that. So that's a meta. So right now, the women project meta is running a little bit. So when we look at World of Women, you'll see the same thing. Track, go up at the announcement. And then if we look at Boss Beauties, similar thing. Track along the line for the last month. Announcement for World of Women, not even Boss Beauties, then that launched. We have Women in Weapons. Similar thing. This date right here we see launching. So this is a meta. So if you couldn't afford the World of Women at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ETH, and you wanted to jump into one less expensive, Boss Beauties is great. Floors under an ETH still. Women in Weapons is great. Floors under 0.5, 0.4, 0.3 or so. Women Rise a little over a 0.1 ETH, but you could see these spikes occur and correlate with the World of Women announcement. So I would definitely recommend you guys try to follow certain metas, group projects together, and when you see a top end one run, like a Bored Apes, you typically will see mutants or dogs run as well within that same ecosystem. So try to pay attention to that stuff, but that's the first topic of the day. The second topic of the day is the fan-controlled football league introduced Gutter Cats and Bored Ape teams. So these are teams that are going to be owned by the NFT project community. So members of the community are owners of this team. So these are two of my favorite projects there are in NFTs, and a bunch of my friends are owners on these. So I'm really excited about it. So we got Jamal Anderson, Spotty Wi-Fi, Leo DiCaprio, King Blackboard, and Vivek, Big Thing Badly. A bunch of my friends, really excited for them. And then we have the Bored Ape team with Lindsey Burns, Josh Ong, Sean Smola, Tropo, and Franklin. So this is really exciting. If you're not aware of fan-controlled football yet, you should definitely take a look. It is pretty much like Madden in real life. So there's a real football team, a real football league. The fans are essentially owners in a way, and they help pick the team. So the team changes every week, and you get to pick which players are going to be on your team. You get to call the plays as a fan as well, and they're even putting out a Ballers Collective NFT project. And so they added Bored Apes, Gutter Cats. A few weeks ago, they announced the Aoki and the Knights of Degening team. A bunch of my friends on here as well. So really excited about this for the announcements that they put out. And also another big announcement to kind of go with this is I was approached to be a part of the Bored Ape team, but it actually ended up being a better conversation because, and I can announce here for the first time, I'm actually going to be the Fan Control Football League ambassador. So I'll be helping them with their PR and the promotion and hosting Twitter spaces and podcasts and attending events and all that cool stuff. So really, really happy to be a part of this. Really proud and just such great vibes for the teams and the players that are involved here, and just really looking forward to an awesome season 2. The next topic of the day will be airdrops. So there is an airdrop that's coming today from FEES.WTF. And what this is this is a website that shows you how much of your gas is how much you used gas when you're buying NFTs. So I'll show you what mine is, and I've spent almost 100K just on gas fees on ETH in the last year. So what's going to happen here? So this project is giving me X amount of these tokens that they're going to be distributing to people who spent a lot of money on gas. And people are always asking, what do we do when we get these airdrops? How do we approach this? And so I'm going to walk through some of the airdrops that we've gotten in the last month and what happened to the price. And using hindsight being 2020, well, if we went back and got each of those airdrops, what would we have done with them? So we can help figure out what we'll do with this one and any moving forward. So one of the first ones, if not the first one that we got, was ENS, Ethereum Name Service. So anybody who had a .eth registered ENS name during the snapshot was given a certain amount of tokens depending on how long you had them registered for. And so you could see here, it started out at about 25, 26, went all the way up to 80, came back down to 40, all the way up to 80, and it's been a slow bleed since. Now, when I got this, I sold mine off a little under 40, so I definitely missed that blow off top. When it came back down, I wasn't considering buying more just because I wasn't really sure what utility there would be besides like some governance voting for ENS or something like that. And I definitely want to be participating in Web3, but I also do like free money, and I was able to take that money, put it into NFT projects, and I was able to way more than 2x. So it was a good decision for me. But if you're looking at this, you could have sold at the top, bought back in, sold here, but it's very tough to have a projection or prediction of what a price is going to be. So the way that I look at it is there's not a lot of reason that you see to even hold on to that. You want to look to hold within the first 24 hours or so. You could see here that it mooned, came back down, went back up. So if you dumped right when you got it, you were basically selling at the lows, which is similar to kind of where I did. So after this experience, I told myself I would hold longer. Then we moved to Gas DAO, the GAS of the token drops that we were given. And so this started out at 0.0004, dropped all the way down and just kept going. So if you claimed this, the gas, I forget what the website was, but basically you had to sell it off right away or it would just keep going. So this was another one that just didn't really have much utility to it, so there wasn't a lot of reason to hold it. Then we have OpenDAO SOS. So this is the second drop that everyone was really excited about. Now, yeah, we had the gas one that people got excited, but the SOS is where people were seeing a lot of euphoria, a lot of bullishness, and we got a big spike in the first 24 hours. So let's see, we launched around 12.24 at 8.48. The spike happened at 12.25, 8.43. So my thing is now I typically look to hold for about 24 hours or so, and that's when I'll start considering to sell. But there's usually always a pump. People start claiming, people start buying, everybody's talking about it on Twitter, it blows up, and then people tend to forget about it. So it crashed a little bit and started to get that ride up a little bit like we saw with the ENS, and then came back down again. So similar charts, ENS being the first one, pumped a lot on that second one, but eventually came back down again. And then we have everybody's favorite new airdrop that we've gotten, the Looks Rare token. So this is, in my opinion, the only one that has real utility that we can use, just because we're staking onto the platform. Users get rewards for staking, and whenever you have trading volume going on, the users also get a percentage of that. Not just users, the people who are staking and the people who are buying and selling get a percentage of that. So that's why I held these. I staked them all. This was the only one that I didn't sell, and I didn't sell because I saw utility. It's based around the Looks Rare marketplace, and the Looks Rare marketplace is trying to be an Opensea competitor. So I got like 4,500 of them. I staked them right away. I've already gained 352 more in the last 2 days, and I'm already eligible to claim almost $0.12 from rewards based on volume on the platform. So this is a really exciting platform. I've done 3 videos already, and I've touched on looks in each one of them so far. But this is a general airdrop type of topic, so I wanted to discuss this. So I've sold all of them except looks. And when we look at fees, this is another one where it looks like there's some utility in terms of like a treasury and buybacks and all that kind of stuff. To me, I'm probably just gonna sell this. So there's some service fee. So all right, 0.01. Prior to claiming the airdrop, users are required to pay a service fee of 0.01 ETH to reward the development team for the work they have performed on the project. I see a lot of people being salty about that. I kind of don't mind, to be honest. The only thing is, like, I'm sure they're keeping a lot of the tokens to themselves, which, if you believe in your project, that's pretty much where you should be paying themselves. So I'm a little conflicted about this, but I'm not upset about it. The service fee will not be used to generate a financial return or any other benefit for airdrop claimers, token holders, or users. Fees will instead go directly to the development team and any referrer. So the reason why I'm not really upset about that is because I wouldn't be getting anything from them if they didn't develop it. So they put the time in. I'm sure they'll get paid out from having tokens and things like that. But a 0.01 fee as a one-time charge to me doesn't mean a lot. Will it add up for them? Sure, but they did the work, and that's just the way that I see it. So the way that I look at this is I'm probably going to just sell this right away. I don't see a lot of upside in holding this in the short, medium, or long term. And I've seen some things about the just the way they're going about it, and the functions and the contract. They could actually some things in the contract, like the percentages here of service fees. So I would just say that this is one that, if I had to guess, would follow a similar path to ENS or SOS. So that's the way that I'm looking at them. I'm probably going to claim them, maybe sell most of them right away, if not all of them, and see how it goes. But this is, to me, a claim and sell. Now, the last thing I wanted to cover is something that is personal to me, and this is something that has been brewing for a long time, essentially. So I am a Bored Ape collector. I've been there since day one, and the last time I sold a Bored Ape was in July of 2021. I ended up buying one of my real life puppies with that money, and I just sold my second ape since July, yesterday, as an elite flip. I am very happy about this one. It's pretty bittersweet, but I had ape number 6163, bought him for 0.69 ETH last July, held for 7 months and 12 days, and he sold for 80 ETH, made over 250K profit. Super excited about this, jumping for joy when it happened. Also bittersweet that I sold one of my apes. I'm down to 3. There's an ape coin coming out soon that I'm going to miss out on with that. But just really excited to realize some gains, provide for my family, start thinking about moving and getting a new house and things like that. So NFTs have changed my life. I couldn't be more grateful. And this is the world that I'm living in now. So thank you, everybody. I really hope you enjoy the show. Looking forward to hearing from you. Tell me in the comments what you think about this, if there's any topics you want me to cover. Please like and subscribe as well. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day.